Hey guys, we've just driven about 1 hour away from Cairns and we have come to Paronella Park.
It's awesome here. It's $57 per person and that can include your day tour and the campsite if you want to stay here. So that's free, it's included in the price, and you also get a night tour.
There's also a pub 300 metres away which we'll probably have dinner at later.
We just got back from our day tour of Paronella. It was about half an hour and she showed us half of this place. It is massive and it's really cool. We're currently just sat in our campsite and we'll show you that later on in the vlog. But I just wanted to explain a bit about what Paronella Park is. It was built by José Paronella in the early 1900s. And he was a man originally from Spain and he come from a very poor family, but he had big aspirations to make money. He saw an ad for work in Australia where they said you would earn a lot of money. So he left his wife in Spain, who is Margarita. He then came to Australia and long story short, he worked in sugarcane farms and other different jobs until he made a lot of money to be able to buy this land. And he wanted this land for the waterfalls and he wanted the rainforest, and I can see why. It's just beautiful. Once he bought this land, he wanted to go home and bring his wife back to Australia. So he went back to Spain and actually his wife was married to another man because he'd been gone for 10 years and they thought he was dead. He ended up going out with his wife's sister, brought her here, and he said he would build Paronella Park for her, and she was happy with that. And he would charge the public a small amount of money to come and use the facilities here.
We've just finished our guided tour and now we have free rein to explore the park wherever and whenever we want. This is actually the bamboo forest and it looks awesome. Just look at it.
Behind me is the Tunnel of Love. It was built in the 1930s and Jose originally wanted fairy lights and fish tanks going all down the tunnel. But today is actually home to 5 different species of bats. There's loads of them in there and one of the species was actually found here and has not been named yet.
We obviously couldn't walk through the Tunnel of Love, but we are on the other side now in the secret garden, and behind me is Teresa Falls, and it is a small replica. It's kind of based off of the big falls here, which is Mina Creek Falls, but he made it for his daughter, Teresa.
You can come here and feed the fish and the turtles. That's why you can see all their heads poking up, waiting to be fed.
This is Lover's Lane, and my boy Jose was such a romantic that he made all of the paths in the park extra wide so you can hold your lover's hand whilst you walk around. Just like that. I'm currently stood in the ballroom. It was built in 1936, and honestly, he was so ahead of his time. You have to remember that a lot of the area around here didn't have electricity at the time, yet he had this amazing ballroom, which would also work as a function room, and he'd have a projector, and he'd project the latest movies. So anyone in the local area could come and watch a movie, and his wife would make ice cream, and they had electricity so they could keep it in the freezer. And honestly, he did all of this through hydropower before anyone even remotely had electricity here. It's crazy. Obviously we're on the suspension bridge and it bounces like this and it is terrifying. Now we have explored the park a little bit. Let's show you the campground. Like we said, it's free if you buy an entry to the park, and it's pretty decent. You've got a little concrete slab and also showers, toilets and a little kitchen as well. So I'm in the undercover bit now. You've got 2 picnic tables, a sink for washing up and a barbecue. I'm currently stood in the amenities block, and like I said, there's a little camp kitchen. It's got a toaster, kettle and microwave. You also have washing machines and dryers, So for a fee you can do that as well. It is quite basic, but you've got to remember it is free, and also they are trying to make improvements to it, so it's not the finished article at the moment. It's about 6:30. We've just had our dinner, we're back at camp. It is now dark and I'm really excited to see the park lit up. This is kind of why you come here, and it'll be interesting to see it knowing what we know from today. We're about to start our tour. 2 umbrellas because it is sort of on and off rain. I'm excited. Let's go. Here we go. That's the show. Thank you. Everyone enjoyed that? That's terrible.
Wow, it's absolutely stunning here, and it's even cooler at night with the lights. The architecture is just absolutely amazing, and it's inspired by the Spanish castles. Jose was obsessed with it, and that's what he wanted for the park, and it just looks awesome.